Greetings, fellow travelers and viewers. Welcome to Timeless Tarot, where we do timeless tarot card readings. Okay, we're just going to get started real quick. We're going to draw 3 cards, and we're going to draw 3 more. 3. Okay, we're going to draw 3 more. So first we draw 3, and these will be hidden until the end of each reading. That way we can apply some extra cards to provide clarity or perhaps additional information that will help us understand the reading. Okay. Sorry about that. Now we'll draw 3 for pile number 1. We have 3 of Pentacles. For pile number 2, we have Ace of Pentacles. For pile number 3, we have, want to come out? We have Page of Pentacles, a lot of Pentacles. These have been shuffled quite a bit, and it's interesting. This deck seems to want to keep within the suits. I've noticed that, or keep within with like Wands, Pentacles. Okay. So these are the 3 readings for today. And I'll give you a moment to choose. Please keep in mind that these are broad readings. So if you feel a strong connection to any particular idea or theme during the reading, bring it along with you on your journey. But if not, let it float on by. You can choose one or all of the readings because the choice to explore is always up to you. Okay, great. Let's start with reading number 1. Hi, reading number 1, group number 1, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You chose the 3 of Pentacles. So, 3 of Pentacles. It looks like perhaps you're working in a team. This is a team effort. You're working on a project bigger than one person, bigger than the self. Okay, let's see what's on the mind. Currently we're going to draw 5 cards to see what's on the mind right now. Oh, we got extra card. Okay. In that case, we'll keep it. We'll draw like normal. We'll put this one to the side. Okay, so currently what's on the mind? What are you thinking about? We have some form of choice, a choice that needs to be made, involving balance, a balanced choice. Okay? So this has something to do with making a balanced choice between 2 decisions, and you're going to be weighing the pros and cons, and it seems like it's kind of a binary decision that needs to be made, yes or no. In the past, you felt quite trapped in your mind. You were feeling like your thoughts, your emotions were kind of getting the better of you, and the truth was, you could have freed yourself, but it was the feelings that you had to feel at the time. There were some really good times in the past, and perhaps thinking about the good times almost made you sad because you aren't there right now, and you want to be back in those times, right? You want to be back in those moments that are joyful or really happy, and we're going to get there. We're going to get there. Through, contemplative meditation, in some ways, meditating on what it is that you need to do to get through what's happening right now, right in front of you, and how you're going to move forward towards a place that's more happy. Yeah, we're going to be deliberating and thinking about this, okay? So we have the 2 of Pentacles in the beginning. We also have the 8 of Swords in the past, kind of feeling trapped in the mind. There's a lot of decisions that are happening right now for you. You are remembering past moments, past time periods that were happier, more joyful, more simple in some ways. Perhaps there was just more resources available. Perhaps you had more money. Perhaps you had just more friends close by. That's the kind of thing that was happening in the past. But now we're going to move forward in a way that's contemplative and frees yourself through, in some ways just letting go of all of the things that were like you were thinking about. You are going to be deliberating in the future, but that's kind of comes with anything, right? There's going to be some form of feedback that's going to be provided to you so that you can rethink what it is that you're doing and how you're going to be addressing the what you want to do and how you're going to get to that time period, or you're going to get to a moment that's joyful like the time period in the past. And this was the hidden or the extra card that came out. So what we really want is some form of family, right? We want to be belonging and feel emotional belonging in an environment. And that's something that you're going to be deliberating about and thinking about moving forward towards. But what does that mean for like the physical plane, right? Let's go for the more material plane. This was the more mental, spiritual plane of existence. More communication styles, more mental energy, the thoughts that go through life during these times. Okay. We're going to actually just draw this right now. Okay, so kind of a defending your post kind of situation. Keeping the resources that you do have is what you're doing right now. Because we have the Knight of Pentacles, a rather, this is a very pentacle, well, it seems right now it's very pentacle oriented, focused on energy, resources, finances. You were healing something from something in the mind. Like the mind was feeling pain through and feeling trapped in the past, but you were healing physically. Perhaps you had to go through these experiences mentally. You had to actually think through and experience the emotions in order to heal. Yeah, there was some kind of gift given to you in the past that really is something that you'd like to feel again. That feeling, that gift that was given to you. Perhaps by somebody that you cared about deeply. Perhaps showed you a way of being treated that was different from what you'd been treated by before, and it was very unique, and you missed that experience of having someone giving that kind of that kind of love and attention. That's something that we're going to try to find through deliberate effort. Like, look at this. We have 8 of Pentacles. So we're doing some fine tuning and we're doing some deliberate effort, and we're going to continue working on this. And what's going to happen? What happens in the physical plane? We have a pairing in the future. Okay. So this could be balanced energies of yourself. You could be balancing yourself and your energies. It could also be partnership. It could be a relationship coming in the future. Ooh, and I just dropped a card. Well, we have the 10 of Pentacles coming out, falling out. So we'll keep that here. That's the kind of joyful energy we're looking for, that kind of partnership, that family-oriented kind of energy, right? Safe environment. Okay. So then how does this make you feel? What are you going to be feeling like deep within, the unconscious, the subconscious, the unknowns? Here we have the physical plane, here's the non-physical, and then we have the non-physical unknowns. The unknowns, the mysteries, those kinds of whims of yourself, like when you get a sense of intuition, but you can't really put your finger on why. That's the High Priestess energies are below here. The moon is below here. Okay. I'm going to take a look. Okay, so currently we have the Ace of Swords. So new ideas, but new ideas you can't articulate. You feel like there's something on the cusp of being able to be spoken, but it's not quite there yet. You have the sense that something's building, and you're going to find that doorway. You're going to find a doorway that came to mind right now. Okay. In the past, we had this feeling of a strong, masculine approach towards how one approaches a masculine approach towards emotions. So a masculine approach towards how one responds to their own emotions, how one tries to inspire emotions in others. There's a maturity here that perhaps was keeping you in place, mentally in place, which is like almost felt like being trapped in a mindset. And we have the Page of Cups as well in the past. So a lot of emotional well-being, sense of being strong in the face of healing. Sometimes healing can be painful, but this was one where you were very strict with yourself, and you managed to really grow in that in the past. But right now we have this choice, this defensive nature, and this kind of a wellspring or a feeling like there's a new idea, but not quite articulated yet. In this case, it might be a feeling that like there's something else is needed. Something is needed here because we have the Seven of Swords in the within feelings, the feelings within. And there's going to be more contemplative energy because we have the Page of Pentacles. But how you manage your resources will be important too. But this is really positive here. We have this new balance. We have this a new form, or like really kind of having more understanding of one's needs and resources, like how one should manage your resources. So that's great too. And we have this dream coming through, which is the Ten of Cups. So there's really joyful energy, and Ten of Pentacles, stable energy as well, that's coming into this environment and bringing a lot of joy and energy. Okay. So that being said, what was this hidden card we have here? We have the hidden card that is the mystery that hopefully will provide some clarity as to what's going on in this reading. So let's take a look. Well, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So we have quite a lot to be proud of. We have quite a lot of accomplishments, but now we're kind of allowing ourselves to move forward, move onwards, kind of chasing that unknown that's on the horizon that we're going to be searching for. There is an unknown here that's waiting to come in. And I would say one of these things is we don't know what doors are going to be opened for us in the future, what doors will open for us in the future. That's something that we're not aware of. And there's times where if we're feeling trapped, to not forget that changes come and go. There's these ebbs and flows. And oftentimes what you're going to find is that when you're feeling hopeless, there's going to feel like the places you wanted to go are closing, but that doesn't mean there aren't other pathways opening, which could have even more joy, even more stability, maybe even more balance in what it is that you really need for yourself. And working on yourself is no easy task, but is worthwhile. Absolutely worthwhile. So in this case, we're taking a look at this being defensive of what was once how the knights looking back in the past to these joyful memories, but we're healing through the fact that we're not there anymore, and we're going to be moving forward into the future that's going to have balance, going to have a beautiful moments, and is going to have just times that you're going to really want to contemplate and allow yourself to be part of. So group number 1, this has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a comment or subscribe to this channel to see more like it in the future. Take care. Hey, pile number 2, welcome to your reading. You chose the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. The Ace of Pentacles. We're going to do something a little different. I'm going to draw the bottom row first for this reading. We're going to start with the subconscious, the unknowns, the felt sense, those feelings we have, but we can't quite put a word to it. That's the bottom row. Okay. So, what do we have here? Currently, in the bottom row position, we have 9 of Wands. So the sense that so much has been put in, so much effort has been going into something, but the results just haven't been seen yet. And it's kind of a when's it going to end feeling right now. In the past, we had 9 of Cups, something to be proud of. There was a feeling of pride in the past. And before that, Judgment. So there was a big release, a huge release in the past, emotional release, which led to a sense of pride. Pride in what one accomplished, pride in perhaps having let go of something so profound. And yet there isn't a big reward, or there isn't a huge result from this yet. Like it feels like you're proud that you let go of something, but the benefits of this letting go, the benefits of kind of reevaluating oneself and letting go of aspects of the self has not quite benefited you in the way that you were hoping. But let's take a look. Let's take a look here. In the future positions, we have We have the 10 of Wands, 9 leading right into 10. So the accomplishment is coming. The accomplishment is on its way. Look at this. We're completing this cycle. We're going straight from 9 into 10. And remember, the 10 of Pentacles looks a little tough, right? This person's got this bag filled with the wands. It's kind of breaking their back. They're holding on to all of these life lessons, all of these experiences. But what happens is that slowly gets integrated into the self, so that once you've kind of bared this long enough, it becomes second nature for you to respond. You have all these life lessons, and they become something that you can be proud of, where you respond in ways where you know what to do because you've lived that spot before. You've been there before. So this is a lot has been happening here within. There's a sense that we're growing here. We're really growing. And finally, we have the 7 of Cups. So the 7 of Cups here I see as just having many options, many pathways opening up for you. I mean, we have 7 cups here. Some might be more arduous or more risky than others, but there's going to be plenty of chances and opportunities coming in the future. Be mindful of being truthful of which ones you want to follow, which paths you really want to go down. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of work being put into the self here. A lot of evaluation, but then also of arduous real work. And the sense that that's what's happening up here, which we haven't gotten to yet, is quite challenging, but not in a bad way. And just you are able to take it on. I mean, look, you're in the 9s and the 10s of Wands. You're proud of yourself. You have 9 of Cups, and we're leading to the 7. Many options, emotional options here. There's going to be options of what to feel, how you want to feel about a situation. You're going to have many ways of looking at it. But what is that? We're going to take a look now. What else is happening here? What's happening in the material world, in the material plane? Okay. Currently, we have 7 of Swords. So the 7 of Swords has a lot of different meanings in my book. When I mean my book, I mean my interpretations, personal interpretations. There could be trickery, could be deception, but there could also be deception to alleviate or avoid direct conflict. There can also be, in this case, borrowing of ideas. The more positive aspects of the 7 of Swords is that the swords are intellectual, they're ideas, they're thoughts. So with that, the windy sword energy we have, taking a sword or taking these swords could be you borrowing ideas and seeing how someone else has succeeded in an endeavor and then bringing it to yourself and bringing it to you so that you can borrow the idea and succeed on your own journey too. What led to that were choices. Choices were being made. There was 2 of Pentacles. And before that, the Fool. Well, look at this beginning, huh? Something really kickstarted what this journey is all about, because we have the Fool in the beginning position and we have Judgment within. So there was this kind of letting go, really evaluating oneself and understanding there was a new person you wanted to become. And you really have begun this journey. And part of that might be borrowing ideas from others or seeing how others have succeeded on their path. Okay, let's take a look here. And this leads to Strength. Wow, this is a beautiful development here. We're seeing some really beautiful cards coming out. We're going from the Fool to Strength and 8 of Wands. So perhaps in the future, there might be some movement, some travel involved. That requires a lot of strength. But in many ways, like, traveling it's not just strength, it's courage, you know? It's courage to realize you are capable and prepared for this new journey. And these options are open to you. These options are emotionally available and open to you. This is really beautiful. There's some really interesting things here. There's a culmination of life lessons that are leading you to becoming a very strong person in this movement, this fast-paced movement that we're about to experience. Really fascinating. What else do we have here? Well, we have this Ten of Wands and Strength together, which shows that you did take on these life lessons, you experienced these life lessons, and you're integrating them into the self. We were saying it becomes second nature. Well, that's you here. That is you here. You take in all of these life lessons, all of these new understandings of the world, of how to take action in certain circumstances. And now they have integrated into the self where you can really move quickly. You can move fast. Perhaps even going on a vacation of some sort or a traveling of some sort. Okay, so now we add the 5 top cards, which are thoughts, communication, spirituality, the connection we have all together. Here we have the within, the unknowns. Here we have the knowns. And here we have the intellectual ideas. They can be unknown, they can be non-material. Okay, 9 of Pentacles. We're seeing a lot of the 9 of Pentacles and 9 of Wands. Interesting. In the past, we have Knight of Cups. So some form of joyful energy or joyful character in the past. And we have the King of Swords. So a much more mature, someone who knows how to make decisions and knows how to articulate why they made a decision to. We're just going to clean that up a little bit. Well, there were choices to be made in the past, and you were proud of the choices you made. Someone came in and moved really quickly emotionally with you. And this led to a lot of growth, a lot of, you were kind of taking from this person. There is some kind of interplay, like a communication back and forth. You were learning from them. They were learning from you. And there was a lot of growth that you could see and that you didn't realize you were going through. The feeling of, when's it going to end? Well, you saw some progress, but that was progress in certain elements of life that weren't directly what you were looking for at the time. More physical is what you were looking for, something more physical rather than material. But there is this thought of materiality moving forward because we have the 9 of Pentacles going into the Queen of Pentacles. So nurturing your resources, nurturing could be finances, could be your understanding or knowledge. These are things that can happen here. Because we have the strength with the 10 of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. So we really have learned a lot after the 9 of Pentacles. So who was this Knight of Cups? It could be something that you're embodying in some ways. The Knight of Cups is someone who, whenever we see a figure here, it could be someone in your sphere, or it could be an embodiment of yourself, an element of the self that has entered into your life or become more important in your life. And in this case, we have joyful energy. Knight of Cups is someone who can make anyone laugh. I would say the Knight of Cups is someone who is almost like a professional stand-up comedian, or if not professional, should be. And that kind of led to this growth, is this transfer from King of Swords to a more joyful energy. And this led to 4 of Pentacles. So you might be communicating with someone long distance in the future, or you might be trying to reach out and meet up with someone that you've talked to a lot online. The 4 of Pentacles in this deck, if you take a look at it, is someone who's almost like in bed on their phone. But it could also be something that you're saving up for. The more traditional sense of 4 of Pentacles is holding on to finances, holding on to that pentacle, being frugal. In that case, that could be something that you realize you have to do in order to nurture your resources. But this looks more like something that you're communicating with. You're communicating with someone to reach out to them and to move forward towards them. I want to draw a few more clarification cards. Let's take a look here. This was quite a kickstart. And we're leading towards something that's pretty fascinating. A lot of movement. You have strength driving this movement. And you have choices, into like emotional choices to be made, as well as some form of holding on and communicating digitally. Okay. So we're going to just draw 9 more and start in the current position. 8 of Swords. So interesting, you have the 7 of Swords and the 8 of Swords. Perhaps you don't just want to borrow ideas from others. You want to have something more unique, something more uniquely yours. The Page of Swords. There's an idea or a feeling of a felt sense of an idea, like if you feel, tied with the 9 of Wands, the sense that, when's it going to end? When's this finally going to reach its peak? When are we going to get the results we're looking for? Well, feeling like with the Page of Swords, this new idea, there's something right around the bend. There's something right around the corner that we're going to find. We have the Emperor with 9 of Pentacles. A lot of strong masculine energy in the upper levels here, in the intellectual levels right now. So like more, I have the Knight of Wands with the Knight of Cups. A movement of, well, we have command over one's domain. We have command over one's knowledge of why you're making a decision. We have almost youthful, joyful, comedic energy here, tied with actionable energy. So I would say something like physical, like presence, with the Knight of Wands. Embody someone who really knows how to read a room. Interesting. So the Queen of Swords is down below. So there's that ability to nurture and intuitively know what to do in a situation, and justice. So we have judgment and justice together. Moving up towards the Emperor. You really let go of that part of yourself that you didn't need anymore. You wanted to become someone new. You met new people. You have justice here where you were making all the right decisions with the 2 of Pentacles. You had 2 choices and you were able to articulate, it's interesting. We have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. Justice is kind of the culmination or the combined power of both. You have the intuitive decision making versus the intellectual decision making. And you have it tied together in a balance here with justice. And that's kind of interesting how justice is in the middle. And you have the intellectual masculine with the intuitive feminine in their natural places. So this is something where a lot was going on, a lot was coming together in the past. A lot was really working together in the past to get you to this point. Now, I don't know why you feel like you're kind of stuck here, but it could be that maybe you're focused on where energy is being taken from you, but you have so much more to give. You have so much more energy to look at this strengths lining up. Yeah, there's strength here. I think this is one of those times where someone is, okay, we have the Hanged Man with strength as well. Interesting, 8 of Swords. Maybe you want to leave the location you're at. You want to go someplace new. We have the 10 of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles. So you are really mindful of your resources, so you might not be going off on this trip, this journey yet because of finances or resources in general. However, you absolutely have the strength and the courage to move forward with it. And you're going to have the emotional options. There might be multiple people who are kind of like, oh, you should go here or you should go there. And you're going to be the one making the decision on where you go. But once you do make that decision, you're going to go quickly. The Hanged Man, the Hanged Man's holding on to the string or the rope that's tying their foot to the branch. They're enlightened and they know when to let go. They know when to move forward. That's going to be the future side here. After that decision to let go, we have, look at this Eight of Wands movement. We're going fast. Once we start, you're going to go fast, 0 to 60. It's going to be very quick. Okay. But this is something that you have to choose to do. This is once you're ready, once you have, this is one of those lessons here where you have Queen of Pentacles on the mind, 10 of Pentacles on the mind. The resources need to be available and you need to feel comfortable and strong in having made the right decisions. You feel prepared because you have all these life lessons, and that's when you're ready to let go and take that leap into the unknown. So we have the mystery card here, which we haven't revealed yet, and I wonder if it's going to add some clarity to the rest of this reading. Well, let's take a look. So we have 7 of Pentacles. So really mindful of growth, mindful of the life lessons that you have integrated into yourself, knowing that you're going to make the decision that's best for you when it's right. And this is going to happen. This is going to happen when you know you have what you need intellectually, materially, and emotionally. And then you're going to go on this journey. I mean, we've kickstarted this already. You already have the Fool as your beginning card. You really are ready to go on quite an emotional adventure. And you have the balance of both Queen and King of Swords integrating together with justice in the middle. You have a lot going on here, and group number 2, I can't wait to hear, what is this adventure that you're preparing yourself for? What kind of decision? You made a decision to be a new person. How are you working towards the point where you want to go on this? There's a reason you want to be this new person. You want these new experiences. What are those new experiences? That's going to be the question that you answer in the future. Group number 2, this has been your reading. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. Also leave a comment and let us know how this has resonated with you. We'd love to hear it. Okay, take care. Bye. Hey, pile number 3, welcome to your reading. Okay, you chose the Page of Pentacles and the mystery card underneath. I hope you're doing well today. Ooh. Okay, we got a card just revealing itself. We have the Page of Wands here. So, feeling, the Page of Wands was the first card that was revealed from the last reading. So you might want to see pile number 2. We're going to draw 5 cards to begin with. And we've been mixing it up a little bit. We're going to be drawing the 5 bottom row cards right now. And we're going to see what happens with that. Because the bottom row is the subconscious, the unknowns, the feelings, the felt sense of a situation. Sometimes starting from bottom up can give more insight than top down. But as we know, as above, so below. So let's take a look. So a choice. There's a feeling of having to make a choice. A feeling like there's a choice to be made. There's the 10 of Wands again from last reading. And the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. A lot of cards from the last reading. Maybe I should shuffle a little more, huh? I do shuffle, but, sometimes you just kind of get the cards. I'm shuffling right now. Okay, let's take a look. Let's think about this. We have Queen of Pentacles leading to 10 of Wands, leading to 2 of Pentacles. So a lot of life lessons, nurturing one's resources, leading to choices to be made. In this case, though, it's a felt sense of nurturing resources, of knowing you're secure within your resources, of knowing you're secure within your experiences. There's this sense of really knowing who you are, having a felt sense of you. And that led to choices now. There's a choice. And that leads to what? Leads to strength. And the Knight of Swords. So we have here strength into Knight of Swords. Strength, internal strength, Resiliency, knowing that what you're doing is what you need to be done, that is what needs to be done. Having the courage and just this felt sense of security, just knowing that you can sit within yourself in a strong way. That's coming up. That's coming in the future. And that leads to a movement, a real moving energy of having ideas, having ideas that you can charge forth with, and being strong and being, it's within you. These ideas are integrated into who you are. That's amazing. Okay, so this is the felt sense here. We have this felt sense of nurturing resources, having put in a lot of work and having had life experiences that give you the strength towards moving forward quickly. There's going to be choices though right now, a feeling of being put to the task of making a decision. Okay, with that being said, let's go on to the more material plane. Currently, we have the Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles tied with the Two of Pentacles, having to make a choice of where to put your energy, having to make a choice of who to give energy to. There's multiple people here and there's a balance here. We have to choose who to give our time, our attention, and our resources. There's a choice to be made. In the past, there was balance. And now there's a choice to make new balances, to rebalance the situation. There's also a feeling of being left out in the cold in the past. So there was some kind of perhaps missing out on a situation. But then there was partnership, real partnership, that led to this. Now there's this choice. Perhaps there's two people involved. This could be two different friends who both want to hang out at the same time. We just got a chime there. Two friends that are calling and want to do different things. This could be two love interests, or it could be two paths to choose. But what's happening here is you have the ability to bestow energy and resources and time and just energy in general into specific places. But the choice, you feel like you need to make a choice about this. Well, tied with strength is the Ten of Cups. Well, that's beautiful. So the choice that you want to make is towards a Ten of Cups, a happily ever after energy. You might meet someone that is that love interest, or you might already have that family. You might be going back to see family. You might be refocusing your time and efforts on family, on the idea of a house, a home. And yeah, we have more house, home stability. We have the Four of Wands. So this is interesting. This is someone who's been alone, who met someone new, who had the choice to make between two people or two different avenues, two paths. And you chose the one of stability, of family, of happily ever after, of creating a family even. And we have the Four of Wands, which could be, wedding bells. It could be a stability, because the Four Wands create the foundation that you need to build on top of. Now let's see how they interact with the feeling. So it's interesting to see Two of Cups with Ten of Wands. Could be that you've been in relationships in the past and you kind of had seen a lot. You've kind of seen it all in some ways when it comes to your friends or your relationships. But here we have a choice to be made still. So it's not that you are rejecting anything. Oh, we got that chime again. It's not that you're rejecting anything, but it's that you're being put into a position where your experiences in the past are going to give you good, strong foundation for which choice to make in the future. And look at the strength with the Ten of Cups. That's beautiful. You know you're in the right place when this is happening here. You know that you're strong and you're going to stick to this path once you've made that choice. So we have two choices here, but it seems like it's a pretty obvious one, which one to make. Now, we don't want to forget this Nine of Wands that just kind of popped out. The Nine of Wands is a sense of having put in a lot of effort, having been, working hard, grinding, doing the work, but not really seeing the results and kind of being like, well, when is this going to end? But then we get into the 10 of Wands. It seems like you've put in a lot of work in the past, a lot of work in the past here, especially with relationships. You know what it's like to be alone sometimes. So that's something that you want to change for yourself. And you want to help other people too. The Five of Pentacles is a fascinating one because you have two figures. You have a mother and a child, or perhaps an older sibling, a younger sibling, keeping each other warm because they're left out of the cathedral in the background. They can't get in, but they're able to keep each other warm. There's an aspect to this where, having been kind of left out in the cold or fear of missing out, having experienced that, you know how to provide the opposite for the people you care about. And that's beautiful. You don't allow them to feel the same feeling that you felt in the past. And that's something that you're working on, especially when you have two people here that might be vying for your attention. There might be some kind of situation where there's multiple suitors, and like I said, the friends. There's just a situation where you only have a certain amount of time, but the choice that you're making is going to be one of kindness. And whatever choice you make, it's going to be the one that both people understand. Yeah, both people are going to understand this. Thinking about it, if this is a career path, this could be two different departments need your time. You have two different, perhaps, freelance jobs, and you have to put more time into one versus the other. But whichever one it is, it's the one that's going to create more stability and more general emotional well-being. And that's the important thing. This emotional well-being that you're leading towards, you're leading yourself towards, and you're choosing to go in that path towards emotional well-being, of stability, and of a dynamic where everyone's supportive of each other. Okay, let's draw 5 more cards. And this is of the intellect, of the spirit. Let me know how you like. Do you like starting at the bottom and moving up? Or do you like it starting at the top and moving down? I'm starting to experiment with this starting bottom up approach, and I kind of like it. Let me know. Okay, so Page of Pentacles with 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, you really are thinking about, you're learning new things, but you're also really thinking about where to put your energy, where to put it. We have the Ace of Pentacles. There was in the past, just recently, there was some new form of energy. This could be something that reinvigorated the spirit. This could be a new job. This could be finances or spiritually. This can be something that gave you energy to move more, to bestow more help, to provide abundance to others as well. Yeah, look at this five of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, kind of being left out in the cold, having to reevaluate your situation. You've been in situations that made you think hard, that made you realize you don't want to be in that spot anymore, and you're going to make new choices that allow you to be the provider in many ways. And look at this, new emotional well-being. We have the Ace of Cups alongside the 10 of Cups. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful tie-in. Look at that. Some great things are happening in the future here. We have this intellectual knowledge of how your emotions work. You're finding new ways to feel about situations. And these are happy times, tied in with the 10 of Cups. Very happy. And strength as well. And that leads to the Chariot. Chariot's interesting. The as above, so below. We have this kind of sense that there's two, and you have the 2 of Cups here moving into the Chariot. There is a sense of complementary energies. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're moving too fast or too slow. This is kind of like you're moving along. In the Chariot in this deck, you're moving along with this flow. You're moving with the flow and in balance. The balancing is very important here. But this is great. This is great to see this. You have so many positive aspects coming in. You have these knights, you have the Chariot, you have the 4 of Wands, you have the 10 of Cups, Ace of Cups. So much is joy is coming in the future. This is just beautiful. This is something that you really you put your time in. You felt what it's like to not have these things, and now you're moving towards them. You are bringing them into your life. This sense that the choices you made are the ones leading you to happiness, of stability, of supportive relationships, ones that really are stable and allow you to really grow and feel secure, just feeling secure here. That's amazing. We're going to do a little bit more clarifying with a few more cards. Yeah, how do you feel? What is it that you're searching for? Group number 3. Because it feels like you're on your way there. It really does. It feels beautiful. Like you really are about to experience some incredible life experiences, incredible life moments. Those moments that they radiate through time. they're there forever. The ones that you always look back to, and you're like, these are glowing, beautiful moments. We have the Ace of Cups, 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands, some marriage, perhaps just finding that person or finding that place in your life, that relationship that really works out for you. Okay, interesting. We have 9 of Swords with the 6 of Pentacles. So this decision you want to make could be keeping you up a little bit. Kind of you're fixated on that. You're not sure which decision to make, but it seems like there's a very obvious one. 7 of Swords. Perhaps borrowing ideas from others might be something you'd want to do. Interestingly enough. Okay, the Empress and moving into the King of Cups. Well, we have the King of Cups here with these pentacles. So your emotional state is really going to help you know where to put your energy. Especially, okay, we have the 4 swords. So yeah, you after this decision, take a break. You might want to rest. We have the Ace of Cups next to the Ace of Cups. Look at that. Ace of Cups on top of 10 of Cups underneath Ace of Cups. Wow. And 2 of Wands, so travel might be part of this. There could be some traveling involved, especially with the Chariot and the 2 of Wands next to each other. Wow, so you left something behind in the past. Because we have the 8 of Cups and the Hierophant next to the 2 of Cups. So this could be some kind of traditional relationship. This could be something that really does lead towards marriage, or it could be something that where you just have a traditional matching of complementary energies with this person that you've met. Now the Empress has that creativeness, that source of all. There's this, there's that tie-in with pregnancy, of creativity. There's a lot there. Okay. Wow. Yeah, there's just so much going on here, group number 3. So much positive energy here. The 4 of Swords is fine. That's just like taking a break. You just want to sleep. But then we have this 2 of Wands, a choice of where to go. You might be, and all these Ace of Cups. So bountiful overflowing of new joyful energy. Tying in with 10 of Cups, which is family, which is stable home, happily ever after kind of energy vibes here. And that's moving towards stability because we have the 4 of Wands. But we do have a lot of movement. A lot of movement. We have the Knight of Swords, we have the Chariot, and then we have the 2 of Wands. So there is this moving energy here. The Chariot can be stand still, but it's like transport. There's this sense of being in balance and being in flow. So, okay, all that being said, we still have the hidden card, the mystery card, that will help potentially clarify or add to the sense of what's going on here. So let's reveal it now. So with Page of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Cups. Okay. So the Queen of Cups is intuition. Follow your gut here. Whatever this decision is, you'll know the right path. You will intuitively know it because this is one of those times where you know the path forward is one that's so obvious. It's what you want. It is what you want. So go for it. You got to go for it. What else is going on here? I mean, this is just beautiful. I don't really have much else to say. Group number 3, you're doing fantastic here. The decision you make is going to lead you to some just wonderful experiences coming in the future. Wonderful times with people that you love, times with people that you really enjoy spending time with. And that's going to lead to just, hey, maybe traveling, maybe moving to a place to build a life together. There's some really fantastic things happening here. And these are in the future. So remember, divine timing is always part of this. And also, you have free will to choose the path forward. These cards are just suggestions in many ways, or potential suggestions, potential possibilities. The choice for you the choice is always up to you. And that's what's coming in here right now. This is the choice that you're making. We have this intuitive choice alongside Queen of Cups. It's a beautiful card. Let's take a look at it. You've nurtured your ability to your intuition. That's it. You've nurtured your intuition. And now you're going to be able to nurture it with others. You're going to be able to help others nurture it themselves. With Page of Pentacles, so this new form of energy that we're talking about here, this new form of resources, is something that is going to allow you to really benefit others when you finally make this choice. Group number 3, this has been your reading. If you enjoyed it, please leave a comment. Let us know. Have you met someone? Is there a choice you have to make? Are you trying to balance a lot of different energies or obligations in some ways? Maybe not obligations, but balance different options, different paths for you. Are you trying to do everything and anything? Or have you already decided? Do you already know in your heart where you're going to find that 10 of Cups? Let us know in the comments. Okay. Take care. Bye.